Once you've created classes and had students join, now you'll want to add content. And you do that by entering one of your classes. I'm back in the home page, and I'm going to take you to this English 3 class that we created a little earlier. Now I'm in my English 3 class, and I'm on stream. You have 2 choices to create content. You can create an announcement, and an announcement would include anything like simple text. Maybe you want to tell your class something. It can be a YouTube video that you'd like them to watch, a survey that you've created through Google Forms, a PDF that you'd like them to simply read. Anything that has a link can be put into an announcement. You can also create an assignment. An assignment includes all of the things that I just mentioned for an announcement, as well as a Google document, a Google spreadsheet, a Google slideshow, anything that you'd like your students to add content to themselves. We're going to start out by creating an announcement. Once you click on announcement, you get this pop-up screen, and you have some things that you need to do and some things that you can do. One of the things that you need to do is type something. Title it, tell your students what they're looking at. So this is going to be the very first assignment, and I'm going to call it Welcome. You can also add any directions that you'd like to give them, such as click on the links and follow directions. All right, now that I have my title and my top information in, I'm going to want to add content. These buttons down here help you do that. The Paperclip will help you add things like PDFs, Word documents, anything you have that you'd like your students just to read. The Google Drive symbol will help you add anything that you have saved into your Google Drive. Here's the YouTube button, and this is a basic link. This can help students navigate easily to a website that you want them to go to. So I'd first like to add a form that I've created. And the best and easiest way to add a form is to click on the link button, and you'll have this pop up, and it tells you here in very light letters to enter or paste a link. So I'm going to go to a Google form that I've created. Here it is. And I am going to click up here on the web address or the URL, and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to my classroom, and I'm going to paste that URL or web address onto that line. And then I'm going to click Add. Now nothing will come up here. It'll just say link. You'll have a generic thumbnail here. Don't worry about that. Once you post, all of these things will look real nice and pretty. I'd also like to add a YouTube video to this, just a nice welcome video. So I'm going to click the YouTube button. You'll get this pop-up screen, and you have 2 choices. You can either search for a video, or you can enter the URL. That's the address of the video. I'm first going to do a search for, let's say, first day of school. And let's see what pops up. Normally you get a nice selection of first day of school videos or whatever your search term is, and you can choose one of these. Most of the time, you are going to know before you even get to this point what video you'd like to use. So you're going to choose URL. It's going to give you this screen. And here, you're going to actually paste in the address of the video that you want. So I'm going to come here, and for this video, I would like my students to learn how to create columns in a Google Doc. So I'm going to click on that video. I'm going to press pause so the sound doesn't start. Once again, I'm going to come up here to the address bar. I'm going to highlight and copy. I'm going to go back to my classroom, and I'm going to paste that URL into this area. And actually, you'll get a little preview. And you can watch the video in here to make sure that that's the correct one. I'm going to click Add. If you notice here, it'll pop right up. You can also do the same thing with a Google document that you would just like them to read. Now, they won't be able to interact with it. They won't be able to make that their own, but they will be able to read things. That's great if you want students to read an article that maybe they're going to use in a class discussion. And same thing here with the attach a file or upload a file, you can use PDFs. Now, the great thing about this is if you have multiple sections of the same class, you only have to do this once. You can actually come down here. This is English 11-1. That was the first section of the class that I created. You can click on that and it will list all of the classes that you've created. We have test and we have become a rock star. You just toggle the box next to the title of the class and it will add the same announcement to all of these classes, whatever classes you have toggled. I think I'm just going to add it to the test class. So I have 2 classes selected. Now, one thing, make sure that it's perfect. If you have to go back in and edit, which there is a way to do that, you can't edit them in a bulk situation. You have to edit them one at a time. So if I had to make a change, I would have to make it in the English 3 class and then also back in the test class. But I think I have this just how I'd like it. So I'm going to go ahead and click post. And depending on how much content you have, it may take a minute or two. And there it is, it pops up. There's my title and what I'd like students to do. And then here are my thumbnails that have popped up nice and pretty. And all your students will need to do is click on the thumbnail and whatever website you'd like them to go to, whatever form, whatever video, pops up in a new tab. And here's that video that I entered. And I'm going to click pause here so it doesn't start playing. That's how you create an announcement.